I want to talk about the rematch going down between LeBron James and Kevin Durant. I think this is part of the end season tournament format. Now I'm
Sweet.
confused because I thought that from last Friday, all the games consecutively that we were going to be watching were going to be the tournament games. So I don't really understand how things are being broken up.
Yeah.
But we do have
It's every
KD
Friday and Saturday.
versus LeBron. Say it again.
It's every Tuesdays and Fridays.
Is it Tuesdays and Fridays?
Yep, and they got it split up really weird. I looked it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. So it's like that. It's a 2-day format, which I think kind of I don't know. I thought it would have been the other way too, 7, just straight through like the month, but I guess not.
And they definitely
I
got
would
some
probably
adjustments to
say
do
in
with
the
it.
Western Conference, when you look at the standings right now, the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns are probably two of the most disappointing teams when you talk about records and the expectations from last season. Those may be the two biggest surprises, in my opinion. But Hank, how does this thing play out on in a few days between the Lakers and the Suns? I believe the Lakers got the first one earlier this season. Does KD get revenge on LeBron? How does this play out in game 2 of the
I
series?
don't know. I know that they got it listed that Beal and Booker are supposed to be back for the
Tomorrow.
game. Yep, they're supposed to be back. All of a sudden, they're back to play the Lakers, right? So,
Well, no, the Lakers play the Rockets tomorrow, but Beal is
oh,
expected to be in uniform tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah. But I mean, when they play Phoenix, I think they're listed to play the Lakers
Hmm.
when they get
Well,
Beal
yeah,
and
if he comes back tomorrow, he should already be on the court. He's
Yep,
expected to return to the team tomorrow. But they still
Hmm.
got a chemistry. They still got the
yeah.
chemistry issue. Like that's not going to solve itself overnight.
No.
So
They says kind of probably would be something similar to what's going on in Milwaukee with Dame and Giannis. They got to get their rhythm together and see how everything fits. And so that might be an advantage for the Lakers because at least they played a little bit. They're just missing some pieces themselves with injuries. They're
Zizi,
definitely
what's
going
your
to need
thoughts
Anthony
on these?
Davis.
Zizi, what's your thoughts on these two guys and the way they have played this season? Both guys are getting old. LeBron James and KD. 7 games in. What's your thoughts on the way they've played this game?
I think they're both still unstoppable in their own ways. KD still is gonna cook regardless if he's matched up with LeBron, if he's matched up with Kawhi. Like he's gonna cook at this point. I think that the funniest thing about their matchup is that they don't guard each other. They just don't. Like they pretty much they haven't done it since like the Heat days maybe, but like I think because they both know they can't guard each other. It's just like that. So both of them are gonna cook regardless in the matchup. I feel like, and also no one else on either team can guard either of the two of them. So it's their matchup alone is what makes it. That's what makes it so must see, and that's what makes it so like great when they play each other because you know that they're both gonna cook in their own ways. And if it's gonna be close like it was in that first game, and KD's just shooting every single shot down the stretch. Phoenix just looked so predictable. It was just like, yo, everybody knows that y'all just gonna kick it right back up with KD at the top of the key, and he gonna do something. It's just the KD show. So hopefully, with Beal and D Book back, we get to see what this Phoenix offense is supposed to look like. How many times we're gonna see Kevin Durant with the ball in his hand? How many shots we're gonna see? Because him having Devin Booker and Bradley Beal on this side is low key his advantage at this point because I don't think Anthony Davis is going to play. So it'll be going though.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What is your impressions on KD and LeBron within this first 7 games?
They both holding their teams together respectfully. They're missing their key pieces to try to push them to better records. But I mean, especially for the Lakers, this is a better start than last year. And then Anthony Davis is kind of in the same slump as last year as far as health. And remember, he had that one stretch where he pushed the Lakers to a better record in like that middle season, but they won like 19 and something. But maybe it's something similar to that during the middle season. He'll take the load off of LeBron and push the Lakers into a better record. But they need everybody back, including Rui, Vincent, and who else is out? There was one other person that was out as well.
Vanderbilt.
Hachimura, Brando. Rui,
Yeah,
Prince just came back. Um, yeah, they only had an 8-man rotation last night.
yeah. And there was a lot on LeBron. I mean, he looked great last night. I was saying like he could be in the MVP conversation again if he play like this for the rest of the season. But it's gonna be a lot on him. I don't think he can do it. So,
Yeah. Seven, what you think?
ZZ, control this real quick. I got to run upstairs for a second for our
All
last
right,
couple
bet for
minutes.
sure.
yes, sir.
Sure. So, all right, let me just move forward then. We still gonna stay with this topic though, because I do want to get your thoughts on the LeBron and KD matchup alone. Like, do you think that that's one of the? Because you got to think about some of the most premier matchups. I feel like in throughout the season we get LeBron and Kawhi. Like we got that the other week. Steph and LeBron. You know, KD and Russ on occasion. What do you think? Where do you think Braun and KD rank or will rank this season? I guess since they haven't played in like 5 years before that. But yeah, well, how do you think that? How do you analyze that matchup as a fan?
As a fan, obviously you want to see it, especially with I know is that the time is winding down before it's we won't be able to see them play against each other anymore. But at least they're in the same conference. You're gonna see them probably at least 3 to 4 times regular season, and if they make the playoffs, a little bit more. And it's definitely a key matchup. The TV packages is gonna push it. KD versus Bron, and as long as they're
As they
healthy,
should.
yeah, yeah,
As they should.
definitely.
Yeah.
And as long as
As they
they're
should.
healthy, they're gonna put on the show. They are old school. They're not gonna give a lightweight hearted effort on the gameplay.
I feel you on that.
My thing about those two guys is that when you think about it, those guys have really been through a lot. Like it seemed like every time KD turn around, every time LeBron turns around, something goes wrong. Even with KD dating
Yeah.
back to Brooklyn, like it's always something, whether it's injury, whether it's one of your teammates not stepping up, whether it's an off-court situation. Like everybody go through something, but it just seemed like when it comes to LeBron and KD specifically, they have to go through so much adversity. And that's why I respect them so much.
I
Oh
feel
yeah,
you on that.
you can tell it bothers
Cold in the building.
KD
Salute my
too.
G.
Yes,
Say it
sir.
again.
Bro, missed the episode.
I said you could tell KD cared. I mean, during that press conference when he traded, he was crying that he got traded from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
So who's going to win between the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers this week?
Say again.
Who's winning between the Lakers and the Suns?
Oh, well, if AD is able to play, I'm gonna pick the Lakers. But if he's not, definitely I'm picking the Suns.